All right, what's going on, y'all? I'm back. All right, so I want to talk about why Baltimore don't bang. We don't do Crip and Blood stuff. Now I don't know if the government has made it a East versus West thing, and you have Democratic states and Republican states or whatever. When you're talking about voting, I'm gonna keep it Democrat and Republican because the fucking hotheads and shit, the actual Crips and Bloods that are the hood people that actually kill each other over red and blue, they they're trying to figure out or just don't know what the fuck going on. They too young, they just hotheads. And then you have the older heads that kind of been through it for years, start trying to think and shit, what the fuck going on really. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Democrat Republican side of things that like puppeting niggas and using niggas and shit like that for that cause. So on a looking at it from a standpoint of a man in power, gotta stop. I gotta remember. I gotta come up my slave mind sometimes to kind of meet you face to face, so you can stop belittling me and shit because you got white ass girl skin and shit. Anyway, and let you realize just because I fucking talk like this don't mean you wiser than smarter than me and shit. Oh, I speak standard English and you don't type shit. Anyway, so you have states that are red, states that are blue when you vote. It all comes together, and whoever's going to be in the office is going to be in the office. And sometimes you have a Democrat, sometimes you have a Republican. Now, because of that, within the state of Washington and within D.C., there are a collective group of people that live there. You have your people that are black there too, you know, but these are special. This is a special area as well as Baltimore is a very special area to where only special people can really live in these areas or whatever the case. You can't just have any old body living in these areas with different kinds of mentalities and shit, and they're gonna bring that into the state and get fucked up because a lot of governmental shit happen in these areas. Like I said, DC is the political area where you will see a lot of red and blue ties. Okay, especially if you're doing Uber, you'll see a lot of red and blue tie people and shit that just go to work and it's just their job and shit. They just do this. They go to work. They came from whatever state, and they don't need niggas walking around talking some. Don't wear that red. Don't wear that blue and shit. You got on a red tie or blue tie. You gonna start? You know what I'm saying? Niggas tripping over you and shit, and you got the professional niggas in there. They do the CNN work and shit like that, and they don't need your motherfucking Caucasian Britney Spears ass walking around with knives and shit on the fucking TikTok, going fucking crazy and shit. They don't need all of that, cause then they gonna have to handle you and shit. And like you talking about Caucasian people, they ain't gonna look at you. They're not gonna look at you like Britney Spears. They're gonna look at you like some little ass girl that's tripping and shit and need to handle your ass and handle whoever the hell sent you or whatever the case. Now you talking about DC. This is where I'm under the impression that the president and the government handles things in DC and it gets sent out from here to there, every other state. So if somebody comes to your state from DC, Baltimore, or whatever the case, and you're clueless about what they got going on, what's trying to happen with them, and the third, you should really start thinking about maybe this is some kind of an important thing that's going on here, you know. But a lot of times people look at brown skin or people with brown faces, black people, as unimportant. Like I said before, people take undesirable things and put the most precious things within them, or give the most precious things to them because they're frowned upon or belittled or something like that. Now, it's not for you to be trying to harm a person or this, that, and the third. Now, if you ever found yourself being able to touch a person, harm a person, do something to a person, and nothing is happening to you, but everything is happening to the person, like how come this one person, anything can happen to this one person, and everything about this one person everybody know, but not you? Like he don't know anything about anybody, but everybody know anything about him. You got to start thinking, yo, what's going on here? You know, so I'm realizing that it's like California's become a problem to the country itself. It's become a problem. You can't just be mad at somebody or start feeling emotions because you see the color red or see the color blue. You can't do that shit. And if you do bring that shit to Baltimore, DC area, you're going to get Secret Services sent to your ass. Secret Services come through Baltimore all the fucking time, yo. And it just be, and when they come through Baltimore, it be crazy because the streets, it be packed, it be traffic all the time in Baltimore, downtown and stuff like that. But when Secret Service is coming through, all of a sudden there's no traffic and shit, nobody in the streets, nobody in the roads, no road signs or nothing and shit. It's just no detour signs or nothing, just the Secret Service just coming the fuck through and shit. Deep as shit, you know? Like if the president need to come through or something like that, or somebody important, Pentagon type shit happening, you'll see a bunch of black cars, like a bunch of black ass GMC type Yukons and shit, trucks driving through, you know, a bunch of black cars driving through, like deep as shit, uniform and shit, just coming through and shit. Not saying nothing, no sirens, no nothing, but you just know they Secret Services because we see them all the time. Niggas with like, you know, bulletproof shit, bulletproof everything and shit, bulletproof tires and shit. Niggas will come straight through. Niggas with bulletproof everything, bang out the, you know, banging out the car, secret compartments in your car and shit like that. You can't find weapons at all and shit. Can't detect weapons. Shit be funny. Like, how the fuck? When I was in the military in 2004, I had came from boot camp. I got out of boot camp. I was at the airport. My aunt Red picked me up. Oh, I was waiting for her to pick me up. While I was waiting, she did, but I was waiting for her to pick me up. While I was waiting for her to pick me up, that was the first time I seen a self-driving car. I think I said that before. I seen a self-driving car in 2004, my nigga. The FBI. So stop fucking with me, my nigga. Baltimore, we not regular ass people. We not regular ass citizens. We are niggas that do Secret Service work, my nigga. And Secret Service is like, it's not saying that you all good people or all holy people. Secret Service is niggas that decide that they're gonna listen to heaven, listen to God. Whether you from hell or not, my nigga, you decide you gonna listen to God. Like turning the leaf or some shit. I turned the leaf. Satan turned the leaf. You want to listen to God. So he set up a Secret Services, and everybody that's from heaven or from hell want to like serve God. And now you become part of the Secret Service. You become part of that one agenda. That's what they be trying to tell you with Marvel and all this shit, the Shield and all of that. This is official Shield work. It's basically the same shit, Secret Services and shit. You know, they give you different sects of it, but that's just movie shit, trying to tell you how shit is. But in real life, there's Secret Service it's just Secret Service, my nigga. Secret Services. It's not even FBI. It's just Secret Services. And them niggas is like SWAT team type shit, but quiet. You know, so they'll come through your shit. You don't even know. Next thing you know, niggas got dead, erased, missing and shit. Niggas off the record, no record of the nigga, all that shit. That shit is the scariest shit Secret Services can do to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you tripping, that's like they listen to heaven, my nigga. So this is the only way they can do shit like that and get away. They not for America or against America. You know what I'm saying? They're for the people and shit. Because there's all kinds of people in the country. So they're more for the people itself, the citizens and shit like that. Because you have diversity in the country now. So it's not it's like police times 3 and shit. You know, you protect and serve, but you definitely protect and serve. You know, the oaths and shit that you take is really for real and dedicated. Police can kind of flake sometimes with emotions, just pulling people over, just locking them up, just because they feel some kind of way and shit. Like they can lose their job type shit. Secret Services, man, nigga, if you do something flaky, you gotta die. Niggas get erased. Like FBI, you just get a fucking star and shit. You don't get a name and shit. So it's like special shit. You working for heaven, my nigga. It's like you wouldn't even know that niggas could be trying to like get America destroyed and shit within America. You wouldn't even know. That's, you know, Secret Service, my nigga. It have nothing really. It's nothing really exclusive. It's like no respect of persons, man. Anybody can get it if they are not in order with what the heaven is doing type shit. So it's like that in America is ran by the government is ran by Satan. So Satan does have an alternate side of himself that is like, yo, I just want, you know, have some shit that's just going to listen to the Most High. Only listen to the Most High, and everything else I'm just going, you know, let them niggas like kill themselves type shit. You know, so you wouldn't believe that Satan is, you know, not all bad. He got a good part of himself and shit. You know, so he got feelings and emotions too. You're not thinking that part. A lot of the Spanish people are the people of Satan, or actually like the direct people of Satan and shit. So you see somebody like looking Latino or mixed with Latino or Spanish, some shit. They the Satan's people and shit. Like his actual like body parts and shit looking at you and shit. You know, it's just, you wouldn't know, but you could know. You know, Secret Service type shit. So Secret Service is not exclusive to, well, it's exclusive to American citizens only, but only certain types of American citizens. You can't just, it's just not everybody can be one and shit like that. And some Secret Services are off record, some are on record, you know. And the ones that are off record, you're never gonna know anything about what they about or nothing like that. You're not gonna know their agenda and shit. You know, you're not gonna know shit like that. You're just gonna be knowing stuff, but not knowing what you need to know. So you're never gonna come to the conclusion of trying to categorize a person properly. Off record people, you know, but on record people, you can, okay, Secret Service and shit, you know. But when things get too crazy, like you did some shit like bringing Crip and Blood shit into the city thinking you stealthing and shit, or thinking you getting away with some shit, they already on you and shit. Already on you. You know? And Baltimore only has one airport. Baltimore has one airport, and that's shared with Washington, D.C. Now, D.C. got 2 other airports for special cases because niggas is crazy, you know. They got 2 other airports, but they have one airport that's for like citizen type stuff, and it's, you know, and it's shared with Baltimore. So Baltimore doesn't even have its own airport separate from Washington D.C. So every time a regular person from Baltimore want to go somewhere, they gotta go through BWI, Baltimore Washington International Airport, where you have DC public transportation and you have Baltimore public transportation. You have shuttles that'll take you into areas of Baltimore, and you have the light rail, which is like the light rail train, the streetcar they call it. But they have bus transportation that take you to DC. Okay, so you don't have like MTAs that come and take us from BWI to in the city. You know, so it's like that or whatever. So you can go either way. You either go left or right when you come out the airport. Going left is towards DC. Going right is towards Baltimore. So it's that middle ground. So going through the airport, you can have people from DC working at the airport. You can have people from Baltimore working at the airport. It's like all that, my nigga. So you gotta understand, my nigga. You got to. So even if you did something like Uber or Lyft in Baltimore, 100% assume that they're doing Uber and Lyft in Washington, D.C. as well. And what kind of people you could be driving around, and what kind of clearances you're gonna need. And it's more like you have to be from Baltimore for real in order to really do shit in Baltimore or whatever the case. Not really, but I'm just saying, if you come, let's say you coming from California and California is known for cripping and blooding and shit. You gonna have to really like, it's gonna be some, you know what I'm saying, go through some hoops and shit, because niggas is gonna look at you like, yo, you could really kill me over a color and shit, or get emotional because I said some shit about a colors and it had nothing to do with the gangbanging shit. Baltimore, DC don't have anything like that where you could go to another state and start tripping because a nigga says some shit about a color or a crayon and shit. We don't have nothing like that. Only California is the crazy motherfuckers that do shit like that. The people that lost their mind. They're no longer sane. It's like it's like their sanity comes with them knowing which side a person choose. You choose red or blue. So long as they know what side you choose, they can know how to deal with you or handle you and shit like that. So they can now be around you with that understanding that what side you chose. But when you have somebody come in your city that will never choose a side, never have chosen a side, you know, never will, it's fucking you up and shit, because you don't know how to categorize them or place them and shit like that. It's crazy. So I'm just saying, yo, Secret Service could be anybody, my nigga. But if you living in Baltimore or DC, expect a lot of secret shit. Have you ever seen X-Files with Scully and Mulder? X-Files was in Baltimore. The most strangest shit that you ever seen happen in the country happens in Baltimore. Like X-Files and shit. Scully and Mulder. They've been rocking for years, my nigga. Always Baltimore, Maryland is the headquarters for the X-Files. Now you got Twitter X and shit. X-File, more X-Files and shit. We do the X-File shit. Baltimore, we handle the X-File shit. We're the Secret Service niggas and shit. We're the heaven people that handle shit. Most people that's off record Secret Service are not on record Secret Service because they're known already. Like my Aunt Red, she's a red bird and shit. Everybody know that Aunt Red is the red bird that all red bird people come from. Whether you in this state or that state, you just know you're red and shit. That doesn't mean you like you're Crippin' and Blood, no blood or some shit. You're just red and you belong with red bird. But who's the red bird? Somebody that's part of the Secret Service off record and shit. Aunt Red and shit, the red bird. And then you gonna kill Aunt Red for being red and shit? You had a dream. Or you had an out of body experience. You saw Aunt Red, she was a red bird and shit. On the side of her wing it said Araya, A-R-A-Y-A and shit. A Red Gibson and shit. But she's a red bird, glowing red and shit. Looking at her is, hitting your energy up and shit. You wake up and shit, see a Red Gibson looking at you and shit. She's a brown girl and shit, in slavery and shit. Now you feeling all kind of crazy and shit. Set tripping and shit because she's a red bird, all kind of shit. And you're like, yo, red is just red. It doesn't mean kill my ass because I'm red. It's the most illogical shit you ever heard of. And so niggas just not gonna comply with that. And I don't see how people can have a problem with people having a problem with you having a problem. Which I can't get it. I just can't get it. I don't see how people having a problem with you having a problem about feeling some kind of way that you feeling some kind of way. I'm wearing red and shit. Or I'm wearing blue. Nobody can wrap their head around that shit. It's like something that should have never happened or should have never existed. And now that it do, niggas either gonna get healed or get fucking killed. Erased. Y'all gonna get swept. And you thinking it's just this random ass black guy saying shit. Nigga, I'm trying to warn your ass. I'm from Baltimore. Niggas should already know. Niggas from Baltimore typically gonna be something special and shit to the government or along with the government and shit. You're not thinking that. Philly, Jersey, New York, DMV area. That's why we say DMV. Virginia. Virginia is like the home of the bases of the U.S. Navy and shit. A lot of niggas in Virginia is like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of military niggas is in Virginia. U.S. Navy and shit. Norfolk, Portsmouth, all kind of stuff. You've seen all kind of military people up in there. So they're going to be special people too. VA niggas is going to be special. They are just going to be regular ass niggas and shit. Walking around. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I said. Being born in these different states is just letting you know that you're special. Like, because the atmosphere, the energy, all that shit, you just not coming through the atmosphere and shit. Red bird, blue bird, purple bird, all of these heavenly hosts and angelic hosts gonna fuck you up. Ain't nothing coming in there. That's what I said. No Crippin' Blood shit. No hell shit coming in our shit. So somebody born in Baltimore or DC gonna not be from hell typically. Not gonna be from hell. If you are, you gonna be the most extremely important, the most important person in the fucking existence and shit coming through there. So it's like, yeah, even being born, my nigga, that's how it is. So it's not about heaven versus hell with people, people be wanting to make it, I think. Like the Young Bucks are trying to make it that. Crip and Blood, because Crip is, talking about the crypt, zombie niggas. And I guess Blood is talking about hell and shit. Red Satan niggas. So when you associate it with demon time shit only, you make it that. And you can't see it from a heavenly standpoint. And not realize that Secret Service is both mixed together and niggas just listening to heaven. Listening to the creator. So when you're not understanding that, you're not thinking that niggas will just run up on you that's from hell, working for the Secret Services, and just murk your ass, and you from hell too and shit. You from Utah, you from hell and shit. You rocking blood red and shit like that, or you a blood or some shit like that. You from hell, you a crocodile lips, you got the teeth and shit, Baraka people and shit. You not thinking that another Baraka nigga from DC is gonna come to murk your ass just because your crazy ass is on planet Earth in a physical form, killing niggas over the color red and shit. And a lot of niggas with the color red that's Baraka teeth on DC is like, no, chill, yo, we don't do that Crip and Blood shit. It's not saying that they not from hell or some shit like that, or they not from heaven or something like that. It just means, come on, my nigga, we in the flesh. Why are you trying to make end shit early? Like, you trying to find a reason to kill niggas early and shit? Like niggas like, I got 40 years and shit. It's 40 years of rest and shit. I want to spend this 40 years of rest, peacefully and shit. Because niggas from hell and shit, and they might go back to hell, might not make it. So I don't want to go back to hell that right away and shit. Your ass on some red and blue shit, killing niggas, sending niggas back to hell right away and shit. Niggas mad as shit. So they gonna be extra spicy, my nigga, because they not trying to go back downstairs that fast. So it's like crazy. So all kind of shit like that, It's just people have decisions and choices regardless where you're from, who you are. You got choices you make. You could be from hell and still choose to serve God, my nigga. You could be from heaven and choose to serve hell or serve Satan. It doesn't matter what you look like, who you are, God created all things. You look how you look. But your character and who you are within is what earth is for. Who are you as a person and shit within yourself? Not all this roaring, screaming, scary looking shit. Who are you when you talk and communicate? What your heart is like? Because it's always called showers, my nigga. The Most High got all kinds of showers for niggas and shit. So it's not the issue. But it's the thing that it's not for you to fight against Secret Service. The Secret Services and shit. I was watching a skit with a guy. I'm going to try to find that skit again. I tried to watching a skit where this guy was bottled up in his room. And he had all these horror film characters coming in the room. And he was like shooting them and shit. So it was like you had like Pennywise, you had Jason, you had Child's Play, Chucky from Child's Play, all of these horror people coming in, and he was like shooting them and shit, blasting them and shit, and they just, doing all kind of hit. The guy from the Scream, with the screen slamming them on it, slammed them and stabbed them to death and shit. He's so fucking paranoid that every time he see a person, he just starts shooting. He don't ask no questions. And these niggas is like, even though I'm from hell, this nigga is just so fucking crazy that as soon as he see me, he's shooting me. And Jason comes in like, oh, wait, chill. He got the knife. He Jason. He do murk niggas, but he actually like want to talk first and shit. He come in, see you already on. You know what I'm saying? It's like they trying to make a point that no matter if you good or bad, even the worst niggas that really ain't trying to start shit, can start shit. Niggas that can start shit for real, coming through the talk before they start shit, and you just like started shit without thinking or without talking and shit. So like niggas that can murk you, like Jason, Freddy, this person, Chucky from Child's Play. Niggas coming in to talk, and you just already early, like you like the quickest of the draw, like Wild Wild West and shit. You the one to be the fastest nigga to pull a gun out your hip and shit and start shooting niggas. You RoboCop and shit. That's what y'all be acting like. But it's like shit gets so deep to where niggas really gotta talk and you still on edge, and we can't talk to you because we have global matters and foreign matters to deal with now, and you need to calm the fuck down, but you can't calm the fuck down and shit. So you try to send the holiest people you got where that you can't, like, they'll never find anything on this guy and shit. It's not about the person being Caucasian or brown or whatever the case. It's about if you pure or not, or your character or not. That's why I was telling niggas, I work for the queen and I work for the queen. So it's like y'all wasn't even understanding, y'all thinking like he's just a black guy and shit. That shit funny. I'm from Baltimore. Like I said, I'm from Baltimore, Secret Service world and shit. And you gonna come through Baltimore and typically see somebody from either a celestial world, heaven 1, heaven 2. You gonna see somebody from heaven from some fucking where. It's gonna be somebody special as shit. You're gonna see a phoenix and shit. It's gonna be a little ass girl, 13 years old, just graduating high school, going to college and shit, and her father's a fucking Korean and shit, her mother's black, and she's a whole fucking phoenix and shit, ready to like, damn, it's how to shit out this bitch. You talking to her and shit. She like, yeah, how you doing and shit. You start sounding funny and shit. Yeah, you gotta take that red off and shit. Yeah, it's hot as a bitch all of a sudden. Like, yeah, I'll take this red. Why I gotta take the red off? She talking to you like a motherfucker. You just standing there and shit talking to her. It's getting humid as shit in this one little spot all of a sudden and shit. Oh, it's getting humid as a bitch right here and shit. Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's hot as shit. I don't know. I'm hot as shit too and shit. Sweat. She's sweating. You sweating. Burning herself up just to burn your ass up. Yeah, it's hot as a bitch out here. I don't know what the fuck going on and shit. You crazy talking about that red and blood and Christian. Like, yeah, you got some water? I'm getting hot. Like, yeah, I gotta get some water. I mean, we gotta go to the store. I ain't got no water on me and shit. Yeah, you right. I'm hot. Ooh, it's hot as a bitch. I'm sweating and shit. Yeah, you're like, damn, it's hot as a bitch and shit. Like, what you was saying about that Crip blood shit? This is how it get. Like, you not understanding how Secret Service work, yo. Like, we regular people will fuck you up and shit. You not thinking. Like niggas that control the planet Earth and shit. The sun, the moon, the stars. Niggas from the moon will come down and fuck you up on some UFO shit, or it just be us and shit. And human bodies. Niggas will come from the sun and fuck you up on some Phoenix, Marvel Phoenix, Jean Grey shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all that, yo. You're just not thinking. Water people and shit will come out the ocean and shit on some Chronicles of Narnia and shit, start waving at you and shit. Like, you alright, yo? You just like, oh, I swallowed, my spit went down the wrong pipe. My spit went down the wrong pipe and shit. Oh, you alright? You alright and shit? Niggas looking at you, a water person made that nigga spit go down the wrong pipe and shit. Controlled this fucking blood and shit. Blood bended that nigga. Made him swallow his spit down the wrong pipe and shit. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Niggas be trying, like, because you saying dumb shit, so it triggered the nigga to activate his power out of turn, and he not supposed to activate his power and shit. I'm not really supposed to activate my power. I'm just supposed to live like a person and shit down this bitch and not be trying to fuck with people and shit. But your dumb ass said you can't wear red or blue and shit. Your ass start choking out of nowhere and shit. That shit was funny. It's funny, my nigga. So yeah, yo. It's not a dish it if you can't take it shit. Don't dish it if you can't take it thing. It was just like, make sense with that shit. Because you just don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? This is God's creation. He make things, make people live. Like, how the fuck, like God he's creating niggas and want life to continue. Your ass is born to just kill niggas and shit. Murder niggas, really what it is murder, my nigga. You can't take a nigga life just for a color and get emotional because he not gonna listen to your ass over it. It's murder, my nigga. You not thinking that it's murder and murder is evil as shit. You go to hell for murder, my nigga. You will go to hell for murder. Period. You know, just killing niggas with no logical reason. Creator's gonna ask, why you killing it? Cause I told him to take off this red thing, and he was like, why? And so I was like, what you mean, why? And I got crazy and I just killed his ass because he standing up against me and shit. The fuck? Man, get your bitch ass out of here. Nigga, there's a lot of niggas with red on in heaven, man. Nigga, fuck out of here. You know, so it's gonna be crazy. Like, man, you don't get your bitch ass out of here talking about some don't wear red. Niggas gonna come out of heaven with red. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you say? Take my red off, nigga. I am red and shit. I'm just red and shit. So I'm gonna take myself off, my nigga. Like, you tripping. You all the way tripping. Yo, you need, where your mind at, my nigga? You had no father, no mother, some shit like that? You need help? Something? We gonna try to help your ass first? Niggas here trying to help niggas' mind. If you can't, it's not that much stupidity in the world where you can't heal from something like that, my nigga. You can't, like, nah, yo, it's not, you can't be that fucking retarded that you can't heal from some shit like that. And if you can't, niggas gonna look at you as the whole planet looking at this one ass state called California, tripping over red and blue, like, yo, you can't heal your mind from that? Why the fuck this one ass piece of shit in the goddamn planet tripping over red and blue? Like, these niggas act like they the champions of existence and shit. Like, the fuck going on? So that's what it be, yo. Trying to see about niggas. Now you got me coming because whenever you see me, know something about to happen that's real, like, cataclysmic and shit. I was telling the niggas before, chill the fuck out. Then Turkey got hit. Told niggas again, chill the fuck out. Syria got hit with an earthquake. Telling niggas, chill the fuck out. That Islam shit is not the way. I was doing it peaceable and kind, with wisdom and logic, with historical proof and truth, and telling people, letting people know through videos that this is this and this is not that. Shit that they already know themselves, that is, I'm not making it up. It's the same history that they got. So it's not a new history that I'm making up and shit. History is the same history, you know what I'm saying, that always was. So it's not that you're saying something new. So niggas start getting emotional and start getting fucked up. Cause I be saying shit like, yo, put it on God then. You know what I'm saying? Your God versus my God. First time I ever said that. Syria got hit. Turkey got hit. Palestine got hit. Palestine got hit for a more special reason. And niggas wasn't really understanding why until I did a video and told them about Melik Dawad and King David and King Hiram being best friends and shit. And you not knowing who King Hiram is, meaning you don't know history. And so somebody from over there that know history, when I say that, or if they saw the title of the video, they be like, oh shit, you right. So then you realizing why you getting hit and shit. And you wanted to get emotional on somebody that was ignorant and shit and wanted to fuck him up for just talking because they don't know what the fuck he talking about until a guy that came up that you didn't expect to know something said he was a rabbi. You was like, you belittled that shit. And then he came up and taught you some shit about that you already knew. Like, yeah, so why the fuck is y'all acting like that? And you know that King Hiram was best friends with Melech Dawad, and when King David, as you call him wrongfully, came into kingship, and Melech Shaul, King Shaul, was dead, he helped him build his house and gave him materials to build the temple of the Most High.